Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamel from Fantasy Life, and today we're going to be testing that permadeath. Now, for those who are not aware, first of all, this is a independent game for $30 made by Ninja Theory. It's all the rave right now. I'm telling you right now, it's all the rave. It's popping, it's lit, it's legit. Make sure you get it if you have PlayStation or PC. Hopefully it comes out later for Xbox, because everybody needs to play this game. You hear me? But basically, one of the mechanics in this particular game is a permadeath feature, where the rot on Senua's right arm, which I'm trying to see if I can angle it to where you can see it better. It creeps up her arm all the way to her head every time she dies, and once it reaches her head, it's it. It's game over. It deletes your save. You got to start all over from the beginning. All right. Because the plague or the insanity just reaches her head and it's over, like she's really dead. But if you want more HellBlade content, make sure you subscribe and like this video, all right? So, because I talk about this game all the time, I do have some other things planned for this particular game. It is a phenomenal game. I can't recommend it enough. It's only about a 6 to 8 hour game, so you can definitely end it within a day. It's a great story for you to like start playing and then put down once you actually finish. And yeah, hey, what's up, gents? Greetings from Germany. Wow, not bad. With a bad camping connection. Sorry to hear that your camping connection sucks. Right now what I'm gonna do is actually test out the permadeath. So I made it far enough in the game to where I am about to go up against Surtur, because I didn't want to do it too early in the game. I didn't want to do it when they first introduce it, because they, you know, it may not be legit. But I wanted to do it when I'm at least fighting the first boss, and just die a bunch of times to the first boss. Now I do have the combat difficulty on hard. That's the highest I can put it. And I'm just gonna let him kill me. I'm just gonna let him kill me a bunch of times. We're gonna count off how long it takes, if it's even legit. Pay attention to the arm. See how far up the rot goes in her arm. So let's get into this video. And for those who don't know, this may be a minor spoiler. This is a boss in the game, and so if you don't want to, you know, watch this, you don't want anything spoiled, I suggest you maybe come back and watch this after you finish playing the game. All right, so let's do this. What game is this? Hey gents, this game is HellBlade. This game is called HellBlade. It's a $30 game. It just launched on Tuesday. It just launched on Tuesday. And it's made by Ninja Theory, who are the people who gave us the recent Devil May Cry, gave us Heavenly Sword, and Enslave Odyssey to the West. There goes Surtur. Did I die?
She's dying.
Oh, okay, thanks. No problem. No problem. It's this is a PlayStation and PC only game at the moment. So as far as we're aware, there's no word that it's coming to Xbox. If it doesn't really surprise me if it doesn't come to Xbox, because Ninja Theory does have 2 games that are exclusive to PlayStation, although they're a third-party studio. They have Enslave Odyssey to the West as well as Heavenly Sword. But they do have a game that is a multi-platform game, such as Devil May Cry, the most recent iteration of Devil May Cry, DMC, the reboot. So it is possible that they can bring it. It is their game, which they are an independent studio now. They funded their own game. They chose their release date. They made the game how they wanted to make the game. The game deals with psychosis, which is really cool. Graphics is phenomenal. Sound effects is even better. So, and the story is pretty legit. And if you're a fan of Norse mythology, this is something you definitely want to get into. This is something you definitely want to get into, because it does deal with Norse mythology. You fight gods in Norse mythology, such as Surtur to be one. I don't know much about Norse mythology. The only thing I really know about Norse mythology is like what I've learned from the Thor movies. So
Just promise me.
All right, gents. Thanks for watching, though. I appreciate the view.
I want you to say
I know you're a good supporter and everything, so have fun camping.
I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
I just hope when Serta kills me that I don't have to keep doing this over and over and over, where I have to keep watching that same little cutscene. All right.
Destroy everything, everyone, but not me. Fight now.
Damn, one hit. This dude just big booted me. That's one. Let's count it down. That's one death. Let me actually get a pen. Alright, that's two. Well, this is about to be two. That's two deaths. Actually, let me get a pen. Let's jot these deaths down 1 second. So that was death number 3.
Remember your training.
That's death number 3. This is about to be death number 4 right here. I'm gonna try to see if the rot is creeping up her arm. I know this game is pretty lenient with the deaths. I know when in my first playthrough, I died maybe 6 times in total. 2 of it was just straight bull because I made a dumb mistake, and another 2 was just off of a glitch in the game on that fire part where you have to run through the puzzle in order to solve the puzzles, and there's fire and there's literal fire chasing you. What is that? That's the 5th death. So we're up to 5 deaths right now. Five. So we're up to 5. Is the rot creeping? It looks like the rot is going up her arm. So this may be real. That's looking real so far. Because the rot does look like it's starting to go up the arm. That's 6 deaths. Let's see if I can angle it to where we can see the rot. So is it me or is the rot creeping? From this angle. It is hard to tell from this angle. That's 7. 7 deaths so far. This guy kills so quickly. We'll get into some better lighting. Doesn't look like it's going up her arm. Doesn't look like it's going up her arm very quickly. With the body slam. I didn't know Serta was a fan of wrestling. Game over. That's 8. It's 8 deaths. Now I'm gonna name this one part 1. I'm gonna name this part 1 because it does not look like the rot is creeping up her arm anymore. So I don't know if it's because we're probably too early in the game. What I want to do is do this again when I'm further into the game. Once I'm further into the game and I die a certain amount of times, I want to see if the rot continues to grow up her arm. But right now, it's not. It does not look like it's moving. It does not look like it's moving. And if it is moving, it's moving pretty slow. By the way, that was the 9th death. This is going to be number 10. Death number 10. We'll get to 20 deaths. We'll get to 20 deaths. I heard that there were reports of people dying up to 50 times. We're only gonna do 20 on this stream right here, and then I'll progress further into the game, and then we'll do this again, and just to see if the rot increase. And it's 11. What was bothering me is when you look at her arm, the arm is supposed to indicate how far the rot is going up. The rot does not seem to be moving. The rot does not seem to be moving from her arm at all, so. Or is it? It does look like it's probably on her elbow now. Was it always there? Was it always at like her elbow? So that's a 12 right there. Again, we're gonna do 20 on this particular stream. It's 13. One of the benefits of fighting a boss is that they kill you pretty quickly. So. Peanless. Game over. That's number 14. That's the 14th death so far. Again, my only concern right now is it does not look like the rot is creeping up her arm very much. I don't know if you guys noticing it creeping, please let me know. Because from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like. And if it is creeping up, it is creeping up her arm extremely slow, which means that the permadeath mechanic is extremely lenient. Which would mean the permadeath mechanic would be extremely lenient. By the way, that was also death number 15. This is going to be death number 16. There we go, 16. So 4 more deaths. Again, the rot looks like it's only to about her elbow, which is not very far considering we've already died 16 times. But I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to tell based on the fire and everything we're seeing right now. But again, the rot does not look like it has gone up very much. That's 17 right there. I'm just trying to see the arm. Yeah, this rot, the rot doesn't look like it's really moving. Can't see a thing. And yeah, me with a big boot. Trying to check out the rot. Just trying to get the rot into the light so we get a better viewing of it. It's hard to see it, but Again, at this point in time, the rot does not look like it's creeping up my arm, which is a shame. If the rot's not creeping up the arm, that means that was death number 18. Death number 18. Now, if the rot is not creeping up my arm, that means that this is fake. And it's hard to tell if the rot's really creeping up. Please, if you can see the rot creeping up the arm, please let me know. That's death number 19. If you can see the rot creeping up her arm, please let us know, because from my perspective, from what I can see, it does not look like it's moving. It's looking like it's staying where it's at, which is just around where the elbow part is. And the problem with that is if it's not moving up, that means the permadeath thing is fake. The whole permadeath thing is just a myth. Now, if it is creeping up the arm, that means it's creeping up so slow that the permadeath mechanic is almost non-existent. If the rot is actually creeping up her arm. So, if you can see something, if you notice it going up, please let me know, because this is one of two situations right here. Either the permadeath mechanic is fake and not real, or the permadeath mechanic is real and it creeps up so slow that it's almost non-existent. So we're trying to debunk this right now. I'm gonna need everybody's help, everybody's amazing eyesight. That's number 20. That is number 20. It's 20 deaths. And it still looks like it's by her elbow. It doesn't look like it's really moved. So we're gonna pause this. And now my plan for what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna defeat Surtur. I'm gonna make my way further up. I'm gonna make my way up to maybe where you get to the tree. I'm gonna try to get to that part, and then I'll try the permadeath mechanic again to see if the rot actually goes up any further. Because I know from my experience playing the game, even when you're playing the game and you're not dying, the rot does go up her arm, and that's just as you progress through the game. So I want to get to a point where the rot has progressed up her arm, and I want to get to a point where, like, when we start to die, you can't really say that, oh, it's because we're too early in the game. So I do want to get a lot further into the game, and then we'll test the permadeath mechanic again. Unfortunately, fortunately, we already have 20 deaths in, and I'll keep recording the amount of deaths if I, for whatever reason, die as I'm making my way up to the tree. Okay, so for right now, we're gonna put this video to an end. We are testing the permadeath mechanics in this particular game. So far, it's not looking like a real thing. It's looking like it may be fake. It may not be a real mechanic. Again, I didn't notice it going up. If it was going up, that means it's going up so slow that the permadeath mechanic is negligible. It's almost non-existent, to where people do not have to worry about it at all. So again, we've just died 20 times straight fighting Surtur. This is not a difficult game, so even when you're playing the game, you're most likely never gonna die 20 times. So but yeah, with that being said, if you like this video, smack that like button. If you learned something from this video, make sure you subscribe for more HellBlade content. All right, and remember, your life is a fantasy. Please leave in the comments below if you've seen anything moving on her arm. Later.